Kia ora everyone, and welcome to Behind the Cloud technical video series. During my holiday, I did my best. I tried to catch up with my book reading list, and I had a very good experience reading a book called Greed and Corporate Failure by Stewert and Alicia Micklethwait. And one of the key takeaways was that companies eventually fail due to some factors. One of them is lack of control system. So things like poor reporting, no synergy between departments, inaccurate information about available resources, lack of capacity planning, and poor cash flow. All these issues can cause serious damage to the business, and we end up by spending more money than we should and with unpredictable results. Pretty bad, eh? As you probably heard this before, in a data-driven world, a line of business will be as efficient as the application is insightful, the correlated infrastructure is fast, reliable, and secure. But how do I know that? As you can imagine, some challenges ahead, like how much capacity and performance a specific application consumes from your storage infrastructure, so you can precisely size the cost of a certain application. Accurate reporting, so you can improve your capacity planning and cash control. Easiness on troubleshooting critical applications but know exactly the storage resources related to it. Well, IBM Spectrum Control can assist you with these challenges by using a simple thing called groups, a logical space where you can easily associate an application with its storage resources, making your management work more comprehensive. There are only 3 types of groups that you can create by using spectrum control: applications, departments, and general groups. In this short demo, I will show you how to create an application and a department using spectrum control and how this can be useful to your organization. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers. Hello. Again, as I stated before, I want to show you small things that might help in your daily tasks when handling storage systems by using our IBM Spectrum Control, okay? But before that, some background information. Spectrum Control has 3 types of groups: applications, department, and general groups. You can organize your applications and department in such a way to match the structure of your business organization. It is a simple but very smart way of linking the line of business application with the related storage infrastructure. You can map the application to the storage resources that the application uses to do, for example, capacity training, health monitoring, and performance troubleshooting tasks. To manage the application in your organization, you create applications and subcomponents, organize them into hierarchies, and associate them with the storage resource that they use. Okay, so let's go and create an application, shall we? From the storage consumers area located into the main dashboard, click on Applications. The first thing you will see is the applications that are already created. So we're going to create our own application for now. So I will put the name of my channel one more time. Ability Talks application. You can enter a type and a subtype, which are basically divisions that you can have within your organizations, like America continent and North America. So you can choose and create your own types and subtypes. For now, we're going to keep it simple. Create the application. Now you will be prompted to add resources to that particular applications. I will leave it blank just to show you the difference, okay, for now. So click on Close. We are already in this application page. So as you can see, there's nothing there. And now we can basically create a filter, which is a smart way of finding the resource that you want to monitor that is related to this application. Click on Create a Filter, and then you will have all storage that belongs to a set of servers or hypervisors, a selection of volumes that match a specific pattern, a selection of shares in a case of a file system, also a selection of file sets to match a pattern, and maybe a selection of volts in an object storage. In our case, I will go select a volume, and I will paste a volume that I know that has some data on it, click on save, and now what he is doing is relating this storage resource, which is basically a LAN that I pick it, and related it to this application that I just created. Okay, so we use this filter to find this LAN here. As you can see, you can remove, you can edit, and you can create another filter to add more stuff. So as you can see here, we already seeing some information about this application now, because now it's related to a storage resource. So you can have some summary on the megabytes per second or block capacity, and as I was stating, and it relates to the storage system that is connected, the pools that these volumes are in. So it's basically all the application storage infrastructure correlation, okay? But now you might think, okay, this application, it belongs to a certain department in the organization, right? So in spectrum control, a department is a division within a business. You can use IBM spectrum control to manage the storage capacity or performance that is consumed by a certain department. So let's go back to the home dashboard, and you have storage consumers. As you can see, there is no department created yet, but my applications are already here. So you can do either both. You can go to department area and create a department, and the same strategy exists here. So you can have a type and a subtype. But you can also go to the application itself and add the application to the department that you are going to create. Either will give you the same result. A department will be created, but you can also add this application to another application. So for complex environments, as per se, it's a good way of managing it and separating it. In our example, let's create the department. So are we going to add this application to a new department or an existing department? We don't have any department, so let's create a new one. So Bilio Talks Sales Department. Again, I will not create any type or subtype, but feel free to use it. It's a very good way of separating and locating more precisely the resource. Click on Save. Cool. So if we go back to the dashboard, we will probably see the department that we freshly created here. Here you go. And it is containing one application only. So what we can do from here is add to another department or see properties of this department. Well, as you can see, the metrics and the numbers are basically the same of the application because we only have one application. What we can do here is add more applications or sub-departments into this department to have a more comprehensive view of what's happening in this department in this example, okay? So from here, as you can see, the department page shows the storage capacity information about the top level departments or applications that belongs to it, and it has the same structure of the applications in one instance, because it correlates to the block storage system, the volumes, the pools, management disks that are correlated, the hypervisors, So if you go back to the dashboard, for example, and go to the application back again, and let's go to the application. So what we can do is basically filter more, create a filter, and maybe select another storage resource so we can have a more comprehensive management on that particular application, okay? So finally, you can also create a thing called general groups, which is a quick way of viewing the information about storage resources that have common characteristics. For example, I will go directly to the block storage, and I will select one of the block storage that we're talking about. In this case, is SVC. Right click, and then, as you can see, add to a general group. So, for example, you can group the resources that are used by your production application, so you can monitor all application resources separately. So you have an application which is the prod, and then you can have an application which is the dev, and you can have different groups so you can monitor differently, okay? One more thing here under departments or under applications is, what do I do from here? So if I select this application, as you can see, I can create a report, view performance related to that application. But if I double click on the application itself or in the department itself, you see a thing called alert definition. And as we stated in the last video, you can edit alert definitions for an application and a department. So again, if it's a very critical environment that you're trying to manage, that's a very smart way of doing. Okay? So that's pretty much it, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. Please leave your comments and feedback. I'm very keen to hear from you. Matewa, Kekaha, cheers, and let me know if you have any specific demo that you want to see here. I will make sure that this will happen. Okay? Bye-bye.